And I'm not standing up into it, I'm just sitting into it, right? But notice if you sit into it and then you push your hips forward, you get this incredible stretch through the groined area. And so my foot's on the ground, it's okay for it to be up, but you can notice this is almost like a warrior two. And then I'm engaging my arms here. So my arms are straight out, and then as much as possible, I'm pushing my hands down towards the ground. Obviously, this is hard, right? But we don't normally have that engagement with our arms in yoga, so it really creates a lot of power and a lot of strength through the arms. I call it the underbelly of the arms. It's like the flag. You guys don't, but other people have. It's amazing. That part of the arm hardly ever gets used. It's the same with like the belly and like the spare tire. Yeah. Here, so we learn how to engage those parts of the body by using this swing. And now we're gonna come back to neutral and second side. So I turn my toes out a little bit more to go to the left. Nice long leg through the right. I just slowly turn my heel out to my toes in. Good. So I'm not coming into a traditional lunge, but you can feel how much deeper you can go by sinking in and pressing the hips forward. That looks great. And now let's try the arms. Don't forget about the arms, right? So we're not pushing up so much that we actually come to stand, but we are in that kind of teaser place where this would be really hard to hold up our entire body weight, you know, like the rings, like how they do. So we're just really feeling how we can start to push more into it and engage, but not too much. Still restorative, really great. Okay, come back through center. Let's do that one more time. Second side, and this time we are gonna come up. And so we're gonna exhale, come down, relax the arms. Inhale, press and pulse. So the arms push and then we lift. Exhale, relax the arms, go back down. So this would be more advanced, right? Because not everybody wants this much engagement. But you can really feel how the whole upper body is starting to work. Inhale up. So inhale is the lengthening, and then the exhale is when we relax into it, right? It's not a contraction on the exhale, it's like an expansion. Inhaling up, beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and sink back and switch sides, just get right into it. Just, see if you can find that rhythm. So inhaling, lift, pulse. Exhale, back down, looking over the front fingertips like we are in a warrior two. Inhale, lift. So this is how we would do the translations in a normal yoga class to give people the difference, because this really changes people's warrior two. So one thing that we're taking for granted, and exhale, come down and just look at me for a second, is my spine is straight up and down. You guys have been in yoga classes, right? People in their warrior twos are kind of like all over the place, right? Yeah. So what this allows is for the swing to keep us honest in the alignment, right? The open, aligned, and release, and that's really the difference. Plus, a lot of people don't like this intensity, right? They can't hold it for very long, so then they can go back to this one. And just go ahead and shift back. So that's it. Let yourself sit into it a little bit more. There you go. We're so used to engaging. Sometimes it's hard to let ourselves relax into it. We've been trained very well, okay? So let's go ahead and release those. Let's come back through center. Go ahead and shake out your arms, whatever that looks like. We're in the wide legs. The wide straddle legs. And then come into your reaping bowl, but not too far, because we're going to keep the legs straight. We're going to start to do a side bend. So I interlaced my fingers, and then I'm pretending like my elbow is going to touch my hip, but I'm not even going to come close, right? And keep leaning back so the heart points up towards the sky. I know sometimes you're just looking at me to figure it out, but see if you can keep that nice long line of energy. It's like your fingertips are shooting towards the top back of the room, like the top corner. Beautiful. We're going to come back down, and now we're going to heel toe together. Again, this is just like a sample of what we would do in a beginner series. So let's come into some forward lunges. I'm going to keep my left knee bent, shoot the right knee back. You can keep it on the ground. I usually tuck my toes under, but you can untuck them too. See what's comfortable for you. And so this is what's great about using the mat. I mean, obviously, our whole body won't fit on a single one, so we can always pull it forward and back depending on where we are. But in this pose, we are going to keep the knee over the ankle, so walk the front knee forward. And so this is what's really great about this pose. And try it in both positions. I'm going to come into like a supported camel, but obviously it's a one-legged camel. But I'm gonna inhale and press my forearms strongly. And then I'm gonna look up towards the sky and start to look back behind me. I'm pressing in so much, you'll feel this gigantic belly stretch, right? I'm pressing so much that my knee lifts up off the ground. Yeah, there you go. Now, if you have your toes tucked under, it tends to be a little bit easier. If you have your foot down, that is also a position in yoga. Just decide which one feels good for you today. But coming into the supported back bends is really the magic of using the yoga swings. And just let that feel really, really good. Exhale, just sink back in. Come back through neutral. Yeah, straight up and down with the spine. How did that feel? Pretty amazing, huh? How deep you can get through the belly here and still, without crunching the lower back. Did anybody feel any lower back pain?
No.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
So let's go a little bit further this time. We're actually going to push up, so tuck your toes under, try this one. We're actually going to push up into a straight leg in the back and bring our head towards our heel, okay? Only go as far as you want to go. But inhale, start to lift. Start to straighten that leg. You can straighten the front leg too. And then lean back into it. So my arms straighten. Good. Now again, this was a more advanced pose. I wouldn't do this in a beginner class. But just notice that you can really come pretty deep into the back bend and then come back through neutral. Pull that knee into the chest. Inhaling up, exhale. Just come back through a sumo squat to neutralize the hips. So we always want to take time to integrate in between poses, make sure the knees are happy. So for me, I stopped doing yoga on the ground because my knees just didn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
So I would always, I would always do the standing pose version, and the teachers would yell at me, but this really allows for me to hang into the poses a little bit longer. Shoot the left knee back. Try keeping the toes tucked under or not. Just try your different variations. We're going to do the baby one first, the mini one. Right? We're just going to inhale, press the chest up towards the sky. The knee should lift slightly, just slightly, as you start to extend back behind you. So it's like a one-legged camel. Good. Beautiful. And then exhale, come back through center. Beautiful. Really nice. And just let all of that connective tissue between the psoas into the hip flexor and quad start to awaken. This is a part of the body that gets really sleepy for people, really congested. All right, let's try it again. Let's try the bigger version as far as you want to go. So inhale, press a lot, straighten the front leg, and then look back behind you. Pretend like the top of your head's going to touch your foot. Your heel, it's not. Maybe some people, but not today. One more breath there. Inhaling, come up. Exhale, back down through center. Nice. So that's how I would do the lunges. I would do the lunges from side to side, just kind of swaying from side to side. And you can pop into a warrior two, and then I do forward lunges. And then show them how to go into a deeper back bend. Okay, let's bring that knee forward, inhaling up, exhaling, step it. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, swing them out wide, and then just hang out. So, eagle arms, right? Eagle wings. Flex your fingers back if you want a nerve stretch. And then inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, forearm press. Stay here. We're going to come into some reclined twists. Inhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Roll into the outer edge of the right foot so it flexes back. Flex the foot back. And then step. So the step is not by the knee, but closer up by the hip. See if you can, yes. So if you were laying on the ground, it'd be a reclined twist. So what we're going to do is pull the knee over to the right and the gaze to the left. So we're looking over the opposite shoulder, and then drop the hips a lot, straight down towards the ground. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Really deep stretch. So now we're getting into the love handles, right? Part of the body that gets really congested between the hips and the ribs. And this will create a lot of space through the side body. And this is, again, where we're engaged in the upper body, but we're relaxed in the lower body. So the more we can relax, the deeper the stretch. There you go. I know. I'll keep an eye on you. Inhale, pull that knee back into the chest. Exhale, come to neutral. Pause here. So when I pause, I drop the hips and just hang. I can flex the feet back. So this is where the only time where I'd engage the feet in this one to get the hamstring stretch, but otherwise I could have them be relaxed. All right? Inhale, press the hips up towards the sky. Pull the right knee in. So I roll into the outer edge of the left foot first. Get the alignment piece. Step closer to the hip if you can. Most people are going to step by the knee. See if you can actually pull up so we're keeping right angles in the body. That makes a huge difference. Drop the hips a lot. That's how you get the length. And then twist and look over the right shoulder. So if there's a tendency to look towards the bent knee, right? That's usually what people do. But if we were on the ground and we were going to wring out the spine, our gaze would go opposite to the knee, right? And now drop. Keep the upper body engaged, but drop the hips. You'll notice when you're holding, it's really good, Scarlett, you're good at dropping. It feels so good. Like most of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, this is these poses are the stretches people have been looking for their whole lives. Yeah. Like getting really deep in the body without efforting, right? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna inhale and pull that knee back in. Exhale, just step. Let's go ahead and release the arms. Just swing them out like wings. If you need to support the neck, because the head could feel a little heavy here, go ahead and come into chillaxin arms. Call it chillaxin arms. And then back into our weeping willow. Okay, so we're gonna all come into chillaxin arms. Feet press firmly into the ground. Hips are swaying side to side, and then the upper body just kind of follows. So see if you can find the weeping willow in this pose. Yeah, straight legs the whole time. See how slow you can go. Pretend like you're swimming through water. See how that feels. Beautiful, guys. So feet are engaged. Remember to pay attention to your feet. We still have a strong foundation even though we're fully supported in our back bends. Really good. Beautiful, guys. So stay there. I'm going to come and meet you on and go in the same direction. Up a little bit. Okay. So we're going to come through our angel wings. So this is how it looks. So let's see if we can synchronize swim too. Okay, we're going to inhale, open up the arms. Start to bend the knees, and you'll feel like a little pendulum swing. So let's just swing a little bit. So we're pendulum. So we're rocking kind of from like heel to toe. So this is like a little baby one, right? So then we're going to press back, inhale, arms up. Keep the feet where they are the whole time. Try not to walk them forward or back. Okay, and then exhale, arms come open wide, bend the knees, push up onto your toes, and I call it like a peppermint patty. When you press your hips forward, open up your palms to face the beautiful trees. So this is angel wings. Exhale, bend the knees, let yourself just swing back. Swim the arms up overhead. Exhale here. Another time, inhale, arms open. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, forward. Press. Exhale, sit back down. Inhale, swim up and back. Let's see if we can sync up, okay, with the breath. Inhaling here. Exhale, bend the knees, come forward. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, swim back. Nice. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, press forward. Inhaling here. Exhale, swim back. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale forward. Exhale back. You're getting it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Is that fun?
That's really good.
I know. You're like, I got the fever. All right, we're going to stay here. So from our peppermint patty hips, we start to shift them back. So now they're over the ankles. And start to slide into your elbows. So bend your elbows, let the swing slide into the elbow creases. And then you're going to walk your feet into a wide straddle. So we're in a wide straddle here. Forward fold, completely supported. So you notice that we can keep a nice flat back in this position, right? So let it slide into your elbows a little bit more. Yeah, so just drop your weight. Good. So a little bit wider with the feet, let them be about 3 feet apart. So you can actually shift your feet back so you're over your plumb line a little bit, Scarlett. So go ahead and walk back. So if you look at your swing, if you turn to the side, see it like we're right underneath the plumb line. Yep. When you do that, it lets you drop your hips a little bit more. Good, 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 good. Okay, so real simple again, going over the basics. Real simple forward fold. Now in forward fold,